Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to Clan Wars 37 here from the beautiful Belfast. My name is Noel O'Keefe and I am joined as always by Phil Campbell. Kicking the night off in the flyweight division in the red corner, we have Jamie Abbott-Bissot taking on Oisin Fox. Fox is in the black and blue, and Bissot is in the Team Rhino trunks. Your referee is Dick Larkin, and we are underway.
What you're looking at, Noel, you're looking at essentially two of the best young prospects in all of amateur mixed martial arts. Bissot in with the takedown, a 2018 European IMAF gold medalist himself against the multiple-time kickboxing national champion that is Oisin Fox. So two really great guys.
Some reversal there by Fox, showing he's not just a kickboxer, as you were saying, but good game plan by Bissot straight away here, Phil, looking to make the striker grapple.
You can see what he's trying to do with that single. He's trying to elevate that single leg, step over it and clinch it between his own legs, potentially run the pipe on it, but now going for a high crotch, switches to the double, and a beautiful judo trip by the kickboxer.
This shows, Phil, you started off saying two of the best young MMA fighters, and that's what we're dealing with nowadays, Phil. We're not dealing with somebody coming in off one speciality. Young Oisin Fox is an MMA fighter, so he can link all the disciplines together, and we've seen that, and Bissot may have been surprised by it. If you've watched Clan Wars before, you will not be.
Nice work from Bissot there to reclaim half guard. You can see, and we've talked about this position ad nauseum, no, you can see it's that that half guard anchor position. A lot of fighters seem to be happy now to rest in that position, or not rest, but settle, anchor themselves in that position and land strikes. Great work by Bissot to reclaim full guard.
It's almost, Phil, to the point you're making there, you know, some good things just don't go out of style. If you look right back to Tito Ortiz and that era of MMA fighter, you always like that half guard position. Randy Couture used to rain down shots, and you look at Daniel Cormier does the same in that position. So if it works and it's not broken, don't try fix it.
You can see Bissot very dangerous off his back, does have two arm bars off his back on his win ledger. So Oisin Fox needs to be wary of what he's doing there.
And again, Team Rhino out of Dublin are absolute specialists from this position.
You can see Bissot, sorry to interrupt there, no, you can see Bissot switching the hips, trying to get the angle on that armbar.
Coach Andy Ryan in the corner, belting out the instructions to his fighter.
Oisin Fox doing the right thing, trying to square off the hips, following round, keeping himself square with Jamie Abbott-Bissot. But you just saw, you got a snapshot there of just how dangerous and quick Jamie can be with those arm bars.
Constantly threatening as well, Phil, and that can lead to reversing positions and keeping Fox guessing on top and not letting him control him. Interesting, you don't see it too much in mixed martial arts, but potential for scoring and winning rounds from the bottom if you're constantly trying to change. I'm not saying that's the case here.
What it also does, it provides an opportunity for misdirection. If you're going for one thing, another opportunity may present itself if your opponent is focused solely on defending a particular foe submission, if you will.
He's looking to switch again, but Fox is aware of it. Just has a... You need to be careful when he's reaching down like that, leaves the head susceptible. That was just a 10-second clapper. So we're coming up on the end of the first round here, and surprisingly, it's the striker who's been on top, but Bissot is quite active from the bottom, Phil. But again, it's just showing the high level both young fighters have here. Beautiful work from
both guys. As we say, the well-roundedness of Oisin Fox there to establish the beautiful takedown off the hip throw and maintain that dominant position. All right, he may have given up the side control, but when he was in the half guard and the full guard, he was essentially controlling where the fight was taking place. Obviously, credence and respect has to be given to Jamie Abbott-Bissot for constantly trying to work for submissions. He wasn't idle off his back. He was constantly looking for submissions, constantly looking for ways out, and I think that's going to stand him in good stead as the fight progresses.
And in the corner now, Andy Ryan and Keith McCabe giving instructions to Bissot. And essentially, you could see at the start of the round, Phil, it was Bissot who engaged to try and get that takedown. But ultimately, he ended up on his back. Here was the attempt, and beautiful work by Fox to be able to turn the corner and get around. That's a beautiful throw. But again, he initiated, so his game plan was to get the fight to the mat. It ended up there, but he found himself on the bottom for most of it.
It'll be interesting to see what developments both men make. Moving into the second round here.
And the fun thing about flyweights is expect the energy level to stay up. Both fighters looking fresh.
Both fighters very young at 20 and 18 respectively, so loads in the tank. Fox switching it up with a little bit of striking.
Goes for a leg kick, but rushed in by Bissot and gets it. Now, can he offer on top now?
Nice counter charge from Jamie Abbott-Bissot.
talking to Bissett during the week, and you tend to speak to young fighters, what's your achievements and what you want to aspire to, and he says, I want to be a future world champion, but don't be fooled, I'm only focused on the now, and the now is Oisin Fox, so levels of maturity shown as well.
And again, we're seeing a little bit of mirroring here to what we saw in the first round, except it's a role reversal. You can see Oisin Fox trying to isolate an arm for the armbar, trying to switch his hips, create the angle. And does well to get to his feet, but Bissett's having absolutely none of it. Trails him back down.
Picked the ankle a little bit, got the double legs and drags him back into the swamp. Nice right hand on top there by Bissett as well.
Landed a big shot there.
But again, Fox is trying to stay active off his back, and at the moment there's a fire blanket on top of him in the shape of Jamie Abbott-Bissot.
Watch for him to open the guard and switch to his right hand side. Get that left foot on the hip. There it is. He's going to use that to try and angle off to his right hand side. But good work from Bissett. He's having absolutely none of that. Needs to be wary of the triangle. There's the armbar again.
Looking for the arm. Bissett is aware of it,
He's
but
trying to stack, Noel.
Fox is hunting.
He's trying to stack to prevent Fox from extending the hips. He's gone belly down on it. Is the cage preventing him from getting full extension there?
The corner's just screaming, no problem. It looks like the elbow, it's not quite straightened on the body as yet. He's reverted back. He's got away from belly down. He goes for it again this time, Fox.
Has he got it? He's trying to step over, but the cage won't let him. But oh, beautiful transitionary
and gets the back
work
as well by Bissett, so aware to get out of it, but straight away switch to attack mode.
There's a trip takedown for him if he wishes. There it is, beautiful.
Scramble for position. It's going to be Fox and full
is on top.
Just done well to get it back to three-quarter guard there, and now back to half guard.
That's beautiful work from Bissett to turn in. Realised that he was moments away from being mounted. Turns into his opponent, gets the knee shield up. Potentially saves himself from some nasty ground and pound.
Nice scramble, and both fighters automatically on the offensive.
Has that overhook on the left arm of Oisin, had it momentarily. May try and switch the hips to the armbar on it. There he goes.
Both fighters very active off the bottom this time.
May end up going, if he can just move the body over of Oisin Fox. Grabs the leg. That's beautiful jiu-jitsu.
And Fox just tries to turn in again and making the adjustments as Bissett on top.
Fox stacks into it. 10 seconds. Can Bissett get the armbar? Beautiful jiu-jitsu. He just needs to extend that arm.
And Fox has gone from the hunter to all of a sudden being the prey, and time elapses, but what an intriguing round. A difficult one to score, Phil, in some ways. Both fighters had their moments. Fox almost had the armbar. Bissett there was close looking to the armbar too. He'll be an MMA judge.
That is as tight a round as you will see in mixed martial arts. Both men scoring takedowns, both men in dominant positions, both men very close working for the armbar. As you say, that's a razor thin round. And if the fight goes to a decision, I think it may live and die by that round, though.
That's it, and who's the argument? A lot of argument obviously has been about MMA judging of recent times, and a lot of close fights recently. Paul Felder springs to mind against Hooker.
Yeah.
But a lot of close fights, and this, dare we say, it could that possibly be a 10-10 round? The argument surely is there for it.
In my entirety of time with Clan Wars, I've never seen a 10-10 round, but if you're going to make an argument for one, show them that round.
Again, great skill set by both fighters, just constantly looking to be on the attack even though they're in the lesser position. It's all to play for in the third round. Who knows what way it scored? Very close fight. What a way to open Clan Wars 37 here. Deck Larkin, our referee, just waiting, and we're waiting patiently too, and we're underway, Phil.
And I have to say, the awareness of a young Bissett to grab the shin of his opponent to flip them over for the armbar in the end of that round was beautiful.
Exchanging kicks, and Fox going to the body. The corner of Bissett calling for hands. Fox catches the kick, looking for the leg.
Needs to be wary of the knee bar, wise to it, steps out of it.
Nice right hand, almost Dan Henderson style. Used that leverage and maybe the momentum to follow into the takedown. Body lock, looking for the trip again is Fox.
Can he transition? But then it's Abbott-Bissot that ends up on top.
Big brother strength shown there just to get the dominant position.
Beautiful transitionary awareness by Jamie Abbott-Bissot.
Bissett just looks to his corner for advice there. You can see it on their camera. Listening closely to Andy Ryan, one of the godfathers of Irish MMA.
Needs to be wary of the triangle here. How flexible is young Oisin? Opportunity for him to play rubber guard here. Has one butterfly hook. You can see that left leg just creeping up.
Conceivably, Phil, you could argue that each guy that has been in top position is the one in danger in all three rounds.
That's a fair summation of what's going on, though. You can see he's potentially working for that triangle. If he can get that hook out.
Scramble for position, looking to maybe just step aside the legs, push the legs aside. That's what he's trying to build strength it through.
He's trying to go for that pressure pass and come out the back. But again, what a scramble.
Looking for a leg as well. And Fox might be wise to step away here. And like a dog with a bone, Jamie Abbott-Bissot is staying on this takedown.
Oisin Fox has the whizzer. May use it to trip. There it is. That is
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful work by Fox.
This is as close a mixed martial arts contest as I have seen inside the Clan Wars cage now.
We've still got just over a minute to go in this one, and potentially it could be still up in the air, this fight. We find Fox on top at the moment, could be leaning on the judge's way here, landing some good shots from on top in that half guard position. Looking to step across, slide that knee through potentially, but Bissot trying to work onto the right hip and shrimp out of there.
With less than a minute to go, it essentially comes down to who can leave an exclamation point, who can leave a marker in the heads of the judges.
And this, again, amateur, you always say in amateur game you learn your trade. What a learning experience for both fighters here. Win or lose, both of these men will come out here, lessons learned, and have been in one hell of a fight.
Bissot again looking for that armbar, underhook the leg of his opponent Fox.
Time just running away, perhaps for any submission attempt, and a potentially big statement. Oisin Fox ending on top and
landed big shots.
Raises his hands in the air. That's going to do it.
Believes he's done enough to win the fight. Couple of seconds left.
It looks like our official fight clock is
Aaron up kick, I think, Noel O'Keefe.
Dickie Larkin, one of the best referees in the business. There's no doubt in that. Just having a word with Jamie Abbott-Bissot. Don't be surprised if you see Dickie Larkin if you attend the 3 Arena at the UFC in August. He is one of the best referees out there. And that is it, ended with a leg kick. But a big statement, Phil, to end that third round was Oisin Fox on top. Although we ended up on the feet with that last exchange. Big third round put in by the Torres JJ man.
As you say, just that was the definition of a seesaw fight. It was up and down, it was back and forth. I would hate to be one of our cage side judges right now, as I do not think those two men could be separated. I think even if we did a fourth sudden death round, it would end in similar circumstances. Razor thin. It'll be very interesting to see how the judges have scored this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show appreciation for both fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards. Your judges scored is 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Oisin Fox. Please hold your applause for Jamie Abbott-Bissot.